poem and you think, I wonder if the author envisioned the several layers of meaning in that poem. Well, I composed this next one, and I have no idea if I really meant for several layers of meaning to be in it, but we'll see. It's called Color It. Color it red if you must, the color of sin and rust, the color of blood and pain, color of heat and rage, the color of Mars and fire, the color of one's desire. Color it red if you must, color of sin and rust. This one's called Respirationally Almost Necessary.
That's a poem right there.
That's it. Why, oh why, don't nostrils receive their due? Subject of severe, if unconscious, attention. Millions spent to shape them perfectly. Fine, delicate, flaring, trim, manly, boyish, proud, stately, erudite. Conduit to the most intoxicating treasures and repulsive assaults. Unbeknownst, nostrils direct us to our friends, identify our enemies and mates. Those we feel comfortable with and those we despise, it's the nose that knows. That something so elemental escapes the poet's attention should disturb. But consider this, nostrils doesn't rhyme with much. Personality disorder. It doesn't take a world of years to perceive the art of deception. Deception surfaces, even in a smile, like the ones on television, as the news anchor speaks of starvation, brutality, murder, genocide, depravity, suicide, and hatred. That's the ticket to good ratings, you know. Horrible things with a good smile. Thank you.
It's a good one.
Off the grid. I'm living off the grid. You see the grid there? Well, I'm damn off of it. I used to be on the grid, but that was back in the good old grid days. Back when I could do gridly things, like play electric backgammon and leapfrog. My electrified past. Being gridless, I must resort to pushing those damn checkers across the board myself and leapfrogging over actual breathy, sweaty human beings. Takes all the fun out of it, if you ask me. But I can take it. I'm a man, damn it, a raw man, and I am gridless. Hey, buddy, can you spare a solar panel? We'll dedicate this one to the Chamber of Commerce. It's called Travelogue. There be a rusty river running through my town. It turns the sandy beaches to a rusty brown. It scrapes the piers and pylons with an awful sound. This rolling rusty river where the minnows drown. Thank you. And finally, the Wish Book. I don't know how many of you are probably the age you remember back in the 1960s that one of the best days of the year might not even have been Christmas, but the day that the Sears Wish Book catalog arrived. Because it just really ignited the senses of a young child back in those days. And that's what I try to capture in this piece called The Wish Book. In the fall of 1963, the Sears Roebuck catalog was better than sunshine. The Christmas Wish Book catalog, the original October surprise, representative of all color and hope and possibility to a 6-year-old boy. To browse the pages was to dream. Gold tennis shoes with black stripes. Miniature pool tables, Lincoln logs, remote-controlled cars, a pitchback machine, Creepy Crawler's manufacturing set, a $69, that's not much, drum kit. All the riches of Gomorrah. Well, not all the riches. The innocent ones. Well, innocent unless you include the women's undergarment section. But those pages wouldn't occupy my attention for another few years. The Sears Roebuck Christmas Wish Book. 346 pages of everything possible. Everything. Everything. Mom had her pages 58 to 123, and pages 237 to 269, clothing and shoes, bed linens and curtains. Dad had his pages too, though he did most of his dreaming down at the hardware store. All possibility had been addressed and personally delivered to our home via our very own mailbox. Man, that could get my 6-year-old heart racing. And it was not only the household's most widely read material, it was the most highly referenced too. Letters to Santa would now be pocked with the corresponding page numbers. Take that, Google. But that was the 60s, a long time ago before CBS trashed the Beverly Hillbillies, and Sears decided that its monopoly on Christmas wonder just wasn't enough. The light in this little boy's eyes couldn't offset the printing and posting of America's most eagerly anticipated rag. Like a fresh recruit at boot camp, the wish book was broken down into something little resembling its former self. Segmented publications, targeted, efficient, and logical. Clothing, tools, housewares, toys. And it was never the same. The Sears Roebuck Christmas Wish Book catalog was never again everything that Christmas might be. Thank you very much.